Hi friends, back to again of Red YT. Please subscribe my YouTube channel Red YT SATM. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Back to again of Red YT. Red YT is live stream is continue. Please subscribe my YouTube channel Red YT SATM. Please subscribe, man. Please subscribe. Subscribe, man. Please subscribe. Please subscribe, man. Welcome to the Red YT. Please subscribe, please, man. Please subscribe. FNC Major live now. Please live. Please, man, subscribe my YouTube channel Red YT SATM. Please subscribe. Please subscribe, man. Please subscribe.
Involved for these teams inside the low ground. Pablo Wingu also getting lit up by the surge stick damage too. It's not going to make his journey any easier here. Sky Thomas get that refresh on their dashes and go forward immediately. That secondary low is going to be a little bit crazy here in a second.
Looking very bright for Vanya and his trio up above, but like I was alluding to, Maha Shark kind of thinking now, is it time? Should we look to make a play for it? As Giras goes down, Cringe Volko and Fadil looking to control the low. Pablo has been doing an amazing job staying up as a solo as he's getting closer and closer to taking Thomas out. Just one tick from Storm would be all it takes. Securing placement after placement, as now it's just Vanya Pixie up above as Marius has dropped down, trying to get a quick refresh, a bit of extra eliminations as Sky is playing it all alone.
It's the same story though for Sky. They've got to close in on the speed. They managed to find the full refresh. That Cypher gonna buy them a little bit of time. They're trying to play catch up, get into the zone, but there's just too much traffic directly in front of them. Sky also getting tagged from overhead. Doesn't even have a chance to look up, burning every single one of their last remaining builds. And sure enough, Sky's gonna be eaten up by the lobby. Pablo though, the amount of placements he has clutched as a solo is insanity here. He's still looking to find more too. Sangil. Pablo is just weaving in and out of these builds. Finally, height will take him out.
Top 7, that's more than enough for the solo clutch, but now Vanya, Marius, Pixie, all eyes are on the prize. They want to close this one out. They don't need a huge amount of eliminations. They don't need to frag out. All they need to do is win the game. That is enough to qualify themselves to the Major 3 finals, but the deal, Volko and Cringe, are not going to make it easy for them. Splitting out materials, getting ready to control the low ground. The issue is here, those players with not a lot of mats are going to start dropping down slowly, causing them to have to get into these engagements, but it might just be something positive as the refreshes are going to come through. The preparation for a potential heal off, medkits being split, Chug Jug's getting prepared, Blaha now going down.
They don't have a choice. They need these players to drop to the low ground because they didn't have any builds to work with. Now, Blaha, second materials.
Wow, FNC. Please join the game, man. Please join the game. Please subscribe my YouTube channel, Red YT. Oh no.
3 finals. What a way to kick off. That's a trio you expect to win game 1.
It started with the last major, it feels like, Takata, where the only thing anyone was asking for from Marius' team was to convert their early game fight and convert it into just a strong end game placement and finding a victory royale and lobby 1 here of group 1. You really couldn't ask for a better performance from this team.
100%. And I mean, you know what that means, Taco. They were landing Flooded Frogs uncontested, so there's a brand new open POI that anybody in the lobby can pick if they want to make their way on over. They will obviously have to switch up their strategy and get ready, but this is just game 1 of 5, so let's go back to the desk and see what they have to say.
Thank you so much. Well, we came to see Vanya, Pixie and Marius show why they're currently the pride of Europe, and they did not disappoint any minor.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was just a replay of what we showed at the beginning of the show. Or was it just the same thing? Because that was the exact same performance that we've seen from these guys so often, taking height early on, closing it out. And to be honest, it looked pretty simple there, Levin. They didn't really get contested by anyone.
Yeah, I feel like the way that game played out sort of just meant that it was, you know, a lot of times you see teams on height and, you know, they'll have people drop down, try to close things out. The way the zone sort of played and everyone's going up elevation, all they really had to do was just shoot their weapons, right? Shoot their weapons, make it uncomfortable for any solo clutches or duos still trying to get about, find the layer, because you're going to force them into the remaining trios in the lobby. And then at the end, dropping down, Marius making sure to close things out. It was a very, very well played game, but like you sort of highlighted, Minnie, a standard game for these guys. They've probably done that a million times, it feels like.
Yeah, I mean, Marius with that coin as well, that medallion, that's something we're going to have to take a look at when it comes to the major finals, because we don't get to see them. That's the only downside to this team now. I mean, they've already qualified. We're not going to get to see them for another couple of weeks. So I'm excited to see what they can bring when it does come to the major finals. No surprises, though, here about these guys.
Who is going to take it? Who do you think is going to be eyeing
Live.
No, I don't have a guess, to be honest. Somebody will. Like, someone will do it, but I can't sit there and be like, it's going to be that team.
90. Well, we'll be talking about the trios who still will be in
Taco.
because Marius, Pixie, and Vanya have booked their spot in the major 3 finals already.
Tamini sabara ati visually vai never let us see you. Hi. Hi.
Hi man, hi.
You Arabic?
Yeah,
You Arabic?
I am rich.
You Arabic? Oh no. Okay.
Live is start. 1 minute 26. Hi Superman, yo, hi.
Well, if you have just tuned in, you missed our opening game of Group 1, and it was an absolute banger for Marius, Pixie, and Vanya. They didn't break a sweat as they raced their way to the Major 3 Grand Finals. However, we still have 4 more games to come your way tonight, so don't go anywhere as we talk about everything that you missed or just witnessed. If you did, set your alarms and tune in on time, because that was a very interesting one, particularly for Thomas, Sky, and Scroll Mini Minor, because obviously this is a trio that's newly formed going into Major 3. They managed to make it into the top 10, and I think there might be some potential here. I think we are going to see these guys in the finals, if I can call it this early.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a crazy bold prediction, I'll be honest with you, but it's because it's Thomas, it's Sky, and it's Scroll. But I think this is a team that we do have high expectations of. We didn't get to see exactly what this team are made of course, losing Scroll early on. But Sky and Thomas HD, they perform well, and I think there's always a bit of a question mark about when a new player comes into an experienced duo like Sky and Scroll, how are they going to fit in? And it seems like Thomas HD is doing exactly what Thomas HD does best, finding eliminations, leading the team here as well when it comes to Sky. So good work from these guys, but I expect more.
Yeah, they got a bit disjointed towards the end there, and it almost felt like both of them were sort of playing solo, which, you know, you sort of have to do when things get scrappy. But a bit before that, I actually really liked how they were playing, right, in terms of the way they were using timings to try and find eliminations and then just keep themselves ticking in the end game. So if that signs for what's to come, especially if they can play as a trio moving forward, I think these guys will be all right.
And great signs for what's to come from Fadil, Voco, and Cringe11, because this is a trio that I would have to say I was quite excited to see after they did so well in the Players' most recent performance evaluation. And they, I mean, you can't really compete with Marius on form, but they gave it a pretty good shot.
Yeah, I mean, they were there. You know, they were there. I think you look at how they played this game as a whole before you even get to the end game. They were one of those teams that was very much in this area, you know, way earlier in the game, right? They were looking to try and get good priority positions. They sort of were able to get a lot of their surge dealt with early on. And so it meant that they could play this really tempered game throughout Mini. And it set them up really well to be in this. And again, if they can play like this in more of these games, you know, I'm sure they'll, you know, qualify on consistency. But hopefully we can actually see them pop off and just get the win as well, because these guys are really exciting to watch.
Yeah, I like the way they play low ground here as well. I really want to see them sort of forge that identity of being maybe a low ground team that we expect to be down there. The way they were sort of making their way through the players down below and sort of making their own path was really, really solid. And as you mentioned, the surge strategy is looking really, really good. I think Neil brings a little bit of that experience, a little bit of that expertise that really set them up for success in England.
We didn't see such a successful early game, however, for Fredoxy, Pablo, and Tino. Fredoxy was down, needed to be rebooted. Then they had surge issues at the start of the end game. But Pablo, I mean, he's got to be the MVP for this Team 11 because they still managed to make top 10.
Yeah, Fred will not be happy with showing that highlight. That was not his best moment. I see what he was cooking. Chino especially will really hope we'll stop playing that replay. Yeah. Let's watch more Pablo. Pablo was the one to watch in this game, right? He was able to clutch up quite a bit for them. And I mean, especially with the way the zones were playing, Mini, for him to have stayed alive as long as he did is incredibly impressive.
Yeah, and this is a team that we just talked about at the beginning of the show as just having such great trio dynamics. A team that are so good together.
And much like Lobby 1, not everybody is able to escape being off the spawn. Because like Demon's Domain, for example, it's shaking and a little bit of spacing.
আমাকে তো অন্য কারো টিমে ঢুকিয়ে দিল।
Land their shots though to open the door. The VV collapse there just yet out of Rahala.
বন্দুক তো কালেক্ট হয়ে গেছে ভাই, এখানে কেউ আছে?
please subscribe my YouTube channel Red YTS8M.
But they want to clean this one up.
Control of the high ground games, guys.
Fuck man.
বিশাল হার্ডি গেম খেলছে।
হার্ডি খেলুক, আসলে প্রিপেয়ার ছিলাম না মাইন্ড থেকে।
ওটাই হচ্ছে। খেলা মেরে দিল আমাকে। এই শর্ট গানটা ভালো না, একটু ল্যাকও মারছে মাঝে মধ্যে। স্ট্রিমটা কি বন্ধ হয়ে গেল? Oh no.
How much quicker things kind of roll after game one. They're locked in now already. These guys scroll.
Stole.
Kind of so.
What the fuck?
Win in one of these matches.
Honestly, looking a little bit more trash than anything else. Need that, like, maybe this is and having gone for it already.
OP.
This guy here, they just want to
Oh no.
Points already. That's a great position to be in. Counting. Talking about it. People question themselves. Match ended in 6th place, 7 eliminations, but it put them top 5 on that leaderboard, so hopefully this time around they can actually close it out. And Sprite being used.
player. You take him all the way into the basement here. Escape, but zero intention. It's pretty good.
Not at all. Senses something along. Time used Waha connecting a good amount of shots, but he was just one away. Closing it off, but he can't complain with a bit of execution.
দেখি
বলো
চলো বাইরে চলো লাভি লাভি
চলো।
লাভি দিলাম
দাঁড়াও আমি এখনো গেমেই আছি
লাভি দিলাম
Combination there. Trying to see if he can back up Shark there, but
কেন বেরিয়ে গেলে কেন
this is and the numbers here to Kama. Shark, we know. Amounts of times in these kinds of situations, but the fight is not what they're after. They want to disengage. Gino, production, they're not going to let him go.
Gonna clash with the Titans early on as combat goes down. Shark left alone now, gonna be forced to get on out of there, but as the rift comes through, it opens you up to be eliminated out of the sky. Will he be able to make it? As he's not, you can see in the feed, Pablo has taken him out. 4 eliminations onto Prodoxy. Look, now all this Drew has to do is not get off in the late game, and they should be able to close.
For that battle, though, they're definitely looking very healthy. With Easy, Wheat, Sined, by Lone Wolf Lair. Rush just yet. Still opportunity to look for some surge damage, and Medius and having already game one. You see
হ্যাঁ আরে ব্যালেন্সটা ভরে দেবো আরে বাবা ভরে দেবো উফ। কোথায় আছো কোথায় আচ্ছা হ্যাঁ তো তোমার ফোনে তো রিচার্জ আছে তো বাবারটা তো আমি আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে তোমারটা আমি বাবারটা ভরে দিচ্ছি রাখো হুম বলো বলো हेल्थ লাগবে ভাই আগে আবে সালা রে স্পিড করেছে চলো খেলতে ওয়াইটি দেখে আমি হেল্প মারছি হেল্প মারা হয়ে গেছে আসছি তুমি হুট করে ওখান থেকে বেরিয়ে এলে কেন আবে ওটা এফএনসিএস দিচ্ছে না ভাই লেজেন্ড ল্যান্ডিং দিচ্ছে ওটা আগেও খেলেছি এবার ওর মধ্যে লাইভ একটা ইভেন্ট চালিয়ে দিয়েছে ওটাই দিচ্ছে আর কি খেলে মজা আসছিল চলো এখানে চলো বাহ আগে গোল্ডেন দিয়েছিল এবার হচ্ছে এটা ঠিক আছে একদম নেবেই দুজন গাইড দুটো দুটো হাতুড়ি নিয়ে নাও হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ দুটো হাতুড়ি দুটো গান পরিষ্কার কথা আরে জোরে জোরে দৌড়ে দৌড়ে अबे वाइटी बचा आजा आजा यहाँ पे आजा अरे उसका लास्ट एचपी था रे हाँ गया हो गया कहाँ पे है तू वहाँ पे जा रहा है तेरे पीछे में ही है
OP.
What a game.
OP win.
हथौड़ी एक साथ मिलेगा ना तो हथौड़ी से फूट डालेगा सबको अरे लॉबी तो चले एসেছি হ্যাঁ তুমি রেডি করো আমি এখান থেকে করে দিচ্ছি কোনগুলো বলো তো চলে আসো এই এখানে হ্যাঁ এখানেই বেশি কেউ না আসলে হ্যাঁ देखे কোথায় গেল এত কম শুধু ইয়ে মারছো তো উঠবে না अबे এত ফাস্ট এই যে মারছে এই মারলো মারা একটা হাতুড়ি আরে চলো কমো পালো 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 ঠিক আছে হেল্প নিয়ে নাও এখানে পেয়ে যাবে হেল্প ওই ডান দিকে হেল্পটা পাবে ঘরের ভিতরে ওটা উঠবে না এটা জাম্পার ঘুরিয়ে আছে ঘরের ভিতরে উঠতে পারবে না তুমি ওটা ফাটবে না আমি দেখিনি একবারও ওটা কাঠের থাকলে হয়ে যাবে বুঝলে ড্যামেজ থাকলে বেরিয়ে যাবে হ্যাঁ না ইয়েটা হবে না ওটা পুরো অরিজিনালিটি না যদি তোমার কাঠের থাকে কাঠটা কম শক্ত আর জাম্পার থাকলে তো পুরো প্রেসারে বার করে দেয় নিউ আপডেটটা দেখলাম যা নিউ আপডেটটা দিয়েছে ইউটিউবে ওই নিউ আপডেট দিয়েছে ইসের উপরে তোমার না স্টিমে আছে বসিনি সেটা অফিসের কাজ করছিলাম তুমি বলে এলাম নাহলে আমি আজকে এসে আসতামই না চলো ওখানে চলো ইনফাইনাইট অ্যামিউনিশন ওকে ইংলিশ ওয়েপন ড্যামেজ ওকে আরে বাহ चलो आईटी शुरू हो जा
না রে
अरे एक को क्या मार रे भाई
भाई थोड़ा सा हम आएंगे
आना तो मैं समझ के चलता हूँ রে হরিদাস পাল Sorry, man.
সেদিনকে ফোন করলি সেদিনকে নিয়ে গেলি পরে আবার এসে নিয়ে গেলি একটা জল একটা জল 500 সিগারেট পরে এসে তুই আবার একটা জল একটা 500 সিগারেট নিয়ে গেলি পরে এলি তুই আর গোপি এলি ओके जी आছো मोड़ो ना এদিকে গুলি চলছে
গান্ডুরা এখানে আছে
কোথায় আছে এখনো
দিলাম একজনকে
ওর নিচে নেমেছে একটা এই যে একটা আছে ওরি সঙ্গী আছে এখানে
কাটতাম আমার হেলথ থাকলে দেবে আমাকে
হেলথ আমার কাছে না এটা তো আমারই লেগে যাবে
মারো
দাঁড়াও বল
চলো আমি পেয়ে গেছি
दियो जी हेल्थ मारो
মারো বহুত ভালো পেছনে বোঝো পেছনে বহুত ভালো সরকার ঢুকতেই দেবে না
I am the one man! Oh, stop the actually man! Wow! He is a Superman! Wow! Yeah. Oh man! This is the game, man! This is the game! Oh no! भाई कैसा लगा भाई? हेलो बोल कैसा लगा मैच? कैसा लगा पता विक्ट्री हुआ भाई क्या गेम प्ले है भाई नाइस शॉर्ट वीडियो निकलेगा भाई क्या गेम प्ले निकला मेरा वो भाई इतना लास्ट जोन इतना छोटा
तेरा भी एचपी बहुत कम था लास्ट में
अरे भाई मैं तो सोचा गया मैं ये लग गया इसलिए हो गया
तू लाइव कब से स्टार्ट किया वाइटी ये হচ্ছে না কেন ভাই हाँ वहीं पे चल यहाँ पे आजा अपने ठिकाने में आजा वाह हाथोड़ी दूसरा लेंगे सोच रहा हूँ। वाइट इसको मार। अरे शील्ड मारने के लिए बोल रहा हूँ, शील्ड। हथौड़ी में एक ही यूज कर रहा हूँ। इसको बोलते दौड़ा के मारो। मतलब सिर्फ गिन गिन के चलो, गिन गिन के। अबे ये लोग कहाँ से हमारे, बहुत अच्छा किया। अरे ये लोग पीछे से आ गया अचानक से रे, था ही नहीं साला, कहाँ से अचानक से आ गया टपका। #3 देख रहा है। मुझे भी अभी एक बंदे ने सब्सक्राइब किया। इस गेम से ना अच्छा शॉट निकल जाएगा, समझा। कितना क्राउन है भाई इसके पास। ये लोग साला दिन भर बैठ के सिर्फ ब्लीच खेलता है, सिर्फ ब्लीच। ये लोग दिन भर कुछ काम नहीं है, सिर्फ ब्लीच खेलेगा, जानता है ये लोग। साला 61+ काउंट है, क्राउन है इसके पास। साला तू इतने दिन से खेल रहा, तेरे पास तब जाके 30 हुआ है, तू उसी अब रात ही को खेलता है। अबे सिर्फ ये खेलने से भी तो नहीं होगा ना। ঠিক আছে যাবে, চলো আমি এই ঘরটাতে থাকবো, ঠিক আছে চলো। না না বিদ্যুতের ড্যামেজ কমিয়ে দিয়েছে ভাইটি। ওইটা একজনের কাঁধে করে নিয়ে আসছি। এই আমার কভার দাও নিয়ে আসছে একজন। নাও 2 3 ভাই দাঁড়া দাঁড়া ওকেও দিয়েছি আরে পেছন থেকে এরা শালা ভালো টাইমে এসে গেছে তুমি খেলো আমি খেতে যাচ্ছি এসে একটা খেলে বেরাবো হ্যাঁ আজকে এমনি খেলার হ্যাঁ সোমবার থেকে কাল থেকে আবার ওর আমার কত বাকি আর পাশে আর 3টে বাকি আনলক হতে ঠিক আছে হয়ে যাবে হ্যাঁ তুমি মিডলে খেলুনি তো আমি তো স্টিমে না এসে সব খেলছিলাম ওটাই হচ্ছে কথা ওটাই হুম ঠিক আছে